Horrifying footage that shocked Italy. In June 2026, 4 migrant farm workers were locked in a car and burned to death at a gas station in Amandolara. They didn't stand a chance.
Unfortunately, when these workers come to Italy or Europe, what they often encounter is this horrible cruelty.
It's thought the 4 were killed by criminal recruiters because they protested against their working conditions. The murder sheds light on the exploitation of farm workers and the networks behind it. We're in southern Italy on the Ionian coast between Calabria and Basilicata, a fertile region where strawberries, peaches, apricots, melons and kiwis are grown and exported across Europe. The 4 murdered migrants worked here. They'd agreed to work for €45 for an 8-hour day. Their last paycheck was in April, 2 months before their murder. We meet Gervasio Ungolo, a farmer and founder of an organisation dedicated to raising awareness of the exploitation of farm workers. We return with him to the place where the 4 men died.
Today, this place represents what agriculture in Italy and Europe has become. It makes no difference whether they're Pakistani, Afghan, Bangladeshi, or African. This is what we see every year on our farmland. There's very little willingness to reflect on the real causes of these tragedies.
Union activists Federica Pietramala and Alessandro De Carlo also campaign for better working conditions for farm workers. They show us how these people, mostly poor immigrants, are forced to live.
Have you seen this house? Around 30 people live there.
They're both doing what they can to help farm workers in the area. They try to find them in the houses that belong to the Caporali, the illegal recruiters who hire farm workers, drive them to the fields in the morning, and keep a large portion of their wages.
It's currently abandoned, but before June 1st, when the events in Amandolara took place, it was home to at least 25 to 30 workers.
Traces of those who once lived here remain.
This is where the Caporali keep the workers, even making them pay up to €100 a month to stay in this dilapidated building. Then they take them to work and make them pay for transportation.
An hour away by car, we meet a group of African farm workers. They say they have a contract, but they can't find anywhere to live.
The problem is Italians don't want to give a home to a black person. And if you go to renew your ID at the police station, they won't renew it for you. They only give it to you for 2 or 3 months. That's not good.
It's estimated that in Italy alone, at least 200,000 people work under such discriminatory and slave-like conditions, like the 4 victims from Amandolara. The public prosecutor's office in Calabria is leading the investigation into the 2 Caporali arrested in connection with the murders. While Chief Prosecutor Alessandro D'Alessio can't talk about the specific case, he's convinced the Mafia is involved.
Maximizing profit is achieved by exploiting human beings. I believe this is one of the most brutal forms of barbarism that exists. Wherever a mafia organization sees an opportunity to make a profit, it tries to infiltrate. How? Through its true strength, the power to instill fear, intimidation, to secure special favors, including in the agricultural sector, agricultural production, and the transport of agricultural products, as some investigations have shown.
The victims of the violent attack, Amin, Ullah, Safi and Wasim, had also been working in one of the strawberry fields in Basilicata. Gervasio Ungolo tells us that although exploitation is commonplace, most local farmers try to follow the rules.
Most farms are rule-abiding and have strong ethical and professional standards. But then there are those farms we end up reading about in the newspapers.
But the problem begins at the point of immigration, he says. Many farm workers come to Italy on regular visas for farms that either don't exist or disappear. Often it's the illegal recruiters themselves who hire these workers while they're still in Pakistan or India with promises they never keep once they arrive.
They're promised a job that'll help them pay off the debt they incurred to leave home. We're talking about 10 to 15,000 euros, and to improve their lives and increase their income. In reality, though, once they arrive in Italy, they find themselves earning a pittance.
This is how they so often end up in slave-like conditions. Union activists Federica and Alessandro try to free workers from such circumstances, like this group of Nepalese farm workers who worked for the same criminal recruiters as the 4 people murdered in Amandolara.
When we work in the field, he said, do fast, do fast, do fast. If you don't do the work, then we expel, or you not get money. Your money will be reduced.
Okay.
Very few dare to report the Caporali, but these Nepalese workers have.
These workers reported the Caporali. They've been enrolled in a protection and assistance program that helps them with both their residence permits and housing.
Never again slavery, a slogan painted on the ground at the gas station in Amandolara, a reminder and a plea at the very spot where 4 people were burned alive.